Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Bianca from by Empress, and I'm back with another bone reading. So today's bone reading is just going to be ancestral guidance. We always are, just in need of knowing what our ancestors need us to know. So this reading is obviously going to be pick a number. So you're going to pick from numbers 1, 2, or 3 intuitively, and I will meet you at your piles. Hi, my pile ones. Welcome to your reading. So I've already thrown your bones off camera just to be mindful of your ears and the volume. So we're just going to jump right in. So in my vision, I saw that your ancestors are urging you to be mindful of what you are consuming right now, covering your head and making sure that you have your jewelry on, your adornments, your protective amulets and talismans and all of those things to protect you spiritually, and keep you also spiritually balanced. So they are protecting some offers that are coming in for you. That you may be unaware, that may come through community. These hints may come through community. And this offer may be surrounding a prayer for an increase in income, in revenue, in clientele, in shelter or security, or just moving homes. There is definitely a need to allow these changes to take flow in your life. There is some restriction around change or fear of change that may be causing a lack of flow if you don't kind of just let things go. And sometimes that's hard. But there's definitely a need to practice allowing your ancestors to move things for you as you pray for things to come in. So we have to make room for our blessings. So always take that into consideration, or just shift your perspective on things leaving your life. So I see you being at a crossroads when it comes to what you can do to bring in money, any ideas or careers that you want to settle with. There may be a lack of foresight in something that, in having a career or just doing something that will be very lucrative. And clarity is coming in, and a male ancestor is trying to bring this clarity to you and assist you in making a decision here. And there's also revelations and truth that they are revealing to you, but it's a matter of being balanced spiritually. So that's why they are asking you to cover your head. A maternal ancestor. This could be a mom, a grandma, great grandma, auntie, any of those people wanting to deliver a message to you about your need to take action in the things that you want, the need to focus in and work on your spiritual gifts, attune your spiritual ears so you can hear them a lot better. And attuning your spiritual ears is just not about like physically hearing, but also being in a space when you have, or when they deliver signs and they communicate with you, it comes through clearly. So there may be a lot of stuff going on around you, a lot of changes, or maybe this energy of fear that is blocking these things from coming in, or blocking these messages. So there needs to be some reflections surrounding your confidence, surrounding who you are, and being proud of who you are, and celebrating that you are alive, celebrating your ancestors' sacrifices so that you can be here, celebrating the fact that you have more freedom. But it's important that you also exercise it. You remind yourself often that you are not bound to any place. You're not bound to suffering. You're not bound to anything that does not feel right. But it's also necessary for you to trust yourself. You trust yourself to move, to have the peace that you desire. And you have an ancestor of knowledge coming through wanting to share revelations with you. There's also lots of revelations. It's just a matter of stillness. Excuse me. A matter of stillness, a matter of willingness to connect. It's about devotion. How devoted are you to getting to this next step so you can take 5 minutes to meditate? You can take 5 minutes to commune with your ancestors, to get these downloads, to get these messages. It's just a matter of commitment to yourself. One second, I can't see over this. Yeah, let's pull the Lenormand now. And so, any additional messages for my power ones? So we have garden, broom, corn. I'm gonna put these over here. Corn and testimony. So with the garden card, this talks about community. So, like I said in the beginning, protection surrounding these things that you are calling in, as well as some things coming in surrounding your community. And the garden card, I love the quote in there. You are only as well as the most vulnerable member of your community. So when it comes to community and celebrating yourself and planting seeds in thriving soil and cultivating a ripe harvest and having a thriving garden, you have to nurture it. And you are only as well as the most vulnerable member of your community means the people that you let into your garden can take down your crops. The people that you let into your garden can help you cultivate the best harvest of your life or put you into a dry season. Okay? So it's important that you are perceptive, you are mindful, you still vet community the same way that you vet a partner and not let everybody in. Because sometimes everybody does not need a key to the secret garden. Some people are just looking what crops they can take. How much corn can I put in this bag and carry out with me? How much can I take, or how much can I pick your brain? What can I get from this person? So it's being mindful of those only looking to take. And it's okay to share information, but only with those who do it in a respectful way. So, for example, a lot of people experience this, and I think this is so sad. A lot of people approaching others, in a friendly way, kind of giving off the notion that they want to be friends, a part of their community, and taking them out to lunch and saying, "Hey, can I pick your brain? Hey, what do you think of this?" And really, that's kind of business. That's like, why not book a consultation if you're really looking for my professional opinion? So yes, so moving on to the broom card. Like I said, clearing things out, making room for these blessings, clearing out any insecurities, clearing out any stagnancy, any lack, anything that's making you feel off your game, anything that's making you feel unbalanced, like you just are not striving in the right direction. And this is also about making more room for your pleasure, making more room for the things that make you feel good, making more room for love, sharpening your vision of love, taking up a new hobby, taking up things that just feed your inner child and your imagination. And moving on to the corn card. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is about ripe harvest. This is about blessings. This is about abundance. So financial gains that you have been calling in, that you have been kind of like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what's going to, what this gives me? This gives me the Lovers. So even though obviously as a name, people automatically think of love, but it also is a choice. When it comes to choosing a path, choosing what is best for you, and one path may be lined in predictability that we may choose out of fear and the necessity for us to know what's coming next, and one is paved in good fortune and unpredictability. So sometimes we have to be faithful and trusting in our Igun, our ancestors, the universe, and in ourselves and our higher selves and our spiritual team enough to take the leap where the steps, we can't see all the steps. Well, we have to trust and we have to walk by faith and not by sight. We have to understand that our ears are not the only way to hear and our eyes are not the only way to see. So with the testimony card here, this is about, sorry, let me pick this card up. This is about speaking your truth, speaking on everything that has, how do I say this? If you've been holding your tongue and bottling things up lately, you may want to find yourself in a space like therapy where somebody can hold space for you to speak freely, and just kind of provide perspective for you. And for others with testimony, you'll be able to share what you have overcome or become a mentor to others. Some of you may be reaching a point where this crossroads or this transition will thrust you into a place of being on track to be, an elder or someone who has a lot of knowledge, with the ancestor of knowledge also being present. So being in a space where you're passing down the wisdom and traditions of your lineage to also aid in the elevation of the collective. Let's get some more cards here. Ancestors, any final messages for my pile ones and the guidance necessary for their well-being? I'm going to put these back. Ancestors, any final messages for my pile ones? Final guidance. They're definitely saying being patient with your money. There may be some delays when it comes to money. Some of you may need to do some blockbuster work, or it's just a matter of your ancestors pulling it through when it is the right time. And right now may just not be the right time. So with these Six of Pentacles here, with these Six of Pentacles here in the reverse, this is about not giving so much of yourself that you don't have any to pour into you. Not giving, being mindful of giving out money at this time. Be mindful of overspending. Please be watchful with your money. And be watchful if anybody is trying to, get one over on you, or, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? And never pay you back. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed here. So again, be mindful with your money. The new beginning when it comes to finances right now is just not coming in. You may need to, again, rearrange your community. Maybe their energy that is around you is blocking these blessings from entering your garden. Again, a dry season. So lots of repairs are being made financially right now. So it just may be a period of kind of setting a foundation that these blessings can sit on. So these blessings, so you can sustain these blessings. You have the tools necessary to keep this money in, and it's not going out as fast as it's coming in. So we have the Six of Swords here. Definitely moving away from fear, from insecurities, from people who just aren't really contributing, excuse me, what is necessary for your well-being, what is necessary for these new revelations and rebirths that you are going through. So knowing where you need to go, already knowing the direction, but still needing to trust yourself enough to make the leap. Okay, my pile ones, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to move on to my pile twos. Hi, my pile twos. Welcome to your reading. So we're just going to jump right in because I've already thrown the bones, and yes. So I saw a need for you to commune with your ancestors more. There needs to be more of a dedication to your spiritual responsibility, to yourself, to your practice, to your own elevation and ascension. And I saw some of you need to be careful with who you allow with you in your car, or just being mindful of any inklings or intuition telling you, maybe you shouldn't drive that night, or being mindful of car trouble. Also, the bone of, well, the shadow of shelter and security just flew right out. So be mindful of your money, staying on top of things when it comes to your home, just kind of checking in with any like leaks or just anything that will be, costly to repair. Just any of those things in general. Give me 1 second. Just put this deck over there. Just make sure I'm ready to go. Okay, so for you guys, So for you guys, there's going to be some clarity coming in, as well as some changes in the flow of your social status, of the way that you are recognized in your work or the things that you do. You may have a new sort of vision or idea that comes to you that will bring you a lot of recognition, a lot of success. Also put you in a place of expertise in your craft, or just having a really high stature when it comes to, your purpose or the work that you do. So immediately I'm seeing being mindful of who you're speaking on or of, or moving hasty out of fear, because this can block your prayers, as well as throw you out of balance. So also a male ancestor is coming through here, and a female ancestor is also protecting you, and the male ancestor is wanting to help you elevate or discover new spiritual gifts. We share our gifts with our ancestors, more specifically more of our maternal ancestors, but we do have some male ancestors that, or just male ancestors in general, not some, but that teach us a lot about our spiritual gifts and how to manage them, how to protect our energy, and how to elevate them and be in a state of mastery. So right now, you may be trying to push steam ahead, streamline ahead. I'm trying to make steady headway. This is not the time for that. This is not the time for that. This is the time for you to kind of, take some time to yourself, get back to the drawing board. This is not a time for lots of celebrations and being around a lot of people, especially because of what I saw in the vision. For those of you who, carpool or go out with friends, etc., etc. So just being mindful of that. Definitely being mindful of that. Um, hmm. So you may be seeking more knowledge or seeking to uncover the ancestors. The answers of something, and your ancestors are kind of giving you the runaround. It's because you're just not meant to know right now. Um, and sometimes we know what we need to know at the right time, and knowing the right thing at the wrong time can be detrimental. It can affect our decisions. We just don't have the tools to really handle that information at this point in time. So your ancestors may be kind of evading you on a topic that you keep, bringing up to them or keep asking about. Excuse me. It's for a good reason. It's for a good reason. It's just not the time right now. Um, this may be in regards to meeting a new person romantically or just meeting some new friends. It's just not the right time. Timing is really just off right now, just out of alignment. So it's important for you to just kind of focus on you and building yourself up and organizing things so they are in a state of flow and a state of balance. You do have to you do have to invest in some discovery of self and what makes you happy, what brings you joy, so then somebody else can come in and add to it. 555 on the clock. So it's about cultivating, happiness with yourself, being at peace with yourself, um, especially through life transitions. Or maybe people, just adding extra people in your life may just be a distraction right now, for you elevating in your career and all of these things. Ancestors, what additional guidance can you provide my politics? Okay. Pile 1 got the Guardian card too. Sun reversed. A lot of this is surrounding a lot of people for community. Being mindful. So first card we have the cross. So this is about healing. This is about, some of you may need to go visit your transition loved ones. You may have been feeling called to for a while, and just place some flowers on their headstone, just to remind them that you remember them, that you care about them. Say some kind words or something. Just pay your respects in that way. And it's also an act of reverence for them. So also for others, there's some healing work that needs to be done, and finally bury some things that need to be buried and just laid to rest for good. Let go and let God handle it at this point. Like, when it comes to certain situations that are just really draining, you don't need to add any more energy to it. You don't need to worry about it. You need to just move. No questions. Just say, okay, I don't want to be in this situation. This situation is draining. It's too much. It's affecting, the construction of the vision that I see for myself. Let it go. So we also have the garden card here. And just like I told Power One, you are only as vulnerable. You are only as well as the most vulnerable person in your community. So the people around us affect our well-being. They affect our growth. They affect our the way we are contributing to ourselves and into the world. So sometimes the people we keep around us can affect our growth. They can affect our harvest. They can affect our prayers. People who want you to engage in gossip, don't do it. People that want you to argue with them, don't do it. Like, it could be anybody. Just, keep your composure, keep everything to your, not to yourself, but like, stay centered, stay emotionally regulated. Because people will be in a state of trying to be a saboteur, or just distractions in general. So we have the Sun card reversed. So with the Sun card reversed, and this is the Ace of Pentacles as well, be mindful of your money. Again, with the Shelter card, the Shelter shell and Security shell coming out, just flying out. It damn near almost killed me. I'm being dramatic, but you get the idea. So being mindful of your money, being mindful of also who you put on a pedestal as well. Kind of doing a real reality check and vetting of those around you. And we also have Key as the final card. And this is the Eight of Pentacles. It's talking about self-mastery, like I said, reaching a new height in your career, a new stature, or a new level of leadership and responsibility. So lots of beautiful things and new doors are opening up. It says, there's any final messages for my pile twos? Any final guidance? So we have the Queen of Cups reversed, the Nine of Cups. So knowing that some people, or having this revelation that, the people that you're around may not be the best, have your best interest at heart. Eight of Pentacles coming out again. And we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. Knowing that others may not have your best interest at heart may cause a lot of grief. And there's going to be the unearthing and the releasing of other areas of your life that have caused grief. The final burial, the final goodbye, the final releasing, saying, I don't need to carry this no more. I don't need to carry this no more into the next stage of my life. I don't need to carry this anymore to the point where I don't have space for the blessings that I want to pick up. I don't want to carry this anymore because it is so heavy. My feet are tired of carrying this. So right now it's a matter of letting it go and welcoming in these beautiful blessings with the Nine of Cups, welcoming in a new level of security financially with the Ace of Pentacles, a new level of mastery with the Eight of Pentacles here. And that's just double confirmation for the Key card. New doors are opening up for you, but you have to lighten the load first. You have to make room for these blessings. And clear out these people that are blocking your blessings through gossip, through just speaking ill of anyone or criticizing those who have made mistakes on their journey. Okay. So my pile twos, that is all I have for you. Sorry for that deep, deep sigh. I am going to move on to my pile threes. Hi, my pile threes. Welcome to your reading. So I've already thrown the bones, and just to get into your vision or messages, pay attention to birds right now. Birds may be carrying messages to you, so it's important to kind of have that stillness and listen, especially if your Igun or your ancestors are possessing any birds to come super close near you. For example, I remember one time a mourning dove literally landed on my windowsill one day, and then another day it was a crow. So be mindful of those messages, as well as, most importantly, because the first vision I saw was like someone like in your face trying to like argue with you, trying to be mean, trying to just be nasty overall. Or try to take advantage, or just kind of be in a state of like verbal abuse. Hopefully not physical abuse, but just be mindful of anyone who is just like in a very like vile and nasty energy and trying to like suck you in. So one of your bones fell out, which was physical and spiritual balance. So please stay balanced at this time so you're not sucked into any drama. So you're able to listen to these messages and these downloads. Um, where is that deck? I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. um, just want to make sure that I'm prepared and locked and loaded and ready to go. So, one second. So, your ancestors, excuse me, are revealing people who have been speaking ill of you and protecting you from those people who may have been gossiping about you, and protecting you from kind of falling between any extremes due to fear. I see that there is definitely a lot of changes surrounding how you see yourself, your abundance, excuse me, the things that you know, your level of knowledge spiritually, as well as two new ancestors waiting to, meet you and, waiting to work with you this year, to kind of bring you back to a state of flow, a state of, releasing control and developing this level of foresight. So these ancestors may be helping you develop different spiritual gifts, but one of them may be clairvoyance. Excuse me, I've been yawning like crazy. The themes throughout this reading has really been about community. Like, this is shocking right now. My throat is so itchy. I'm so sorry. I think I ate something that's giving me an allergic reaction right now. I'm okay, but Um anywho, um hmm I feel like you're at a point right now where you need to decide whether you want to be serious about your gifts or how serious you want to get into your spirituality. You get to decide how much work you put in and how deep it can go, but that's only through time, dedication, and action. So there's a need for, to light a fire under you. You need to take more action in the things that you desire, is standing up for yourself and just furthering yourself in your own ascension. So also this male and female they may have been a couple, or they may have been like brother and sister, or mother and son. So there definitely is some financial gains coming in, lots of growth for you surrounding yourself and your image, especially your home and your level of security financially, or your level of security in general, and being able to live in comfort, being able to not, stress, being able to have enough and then to give a little bit and pay it forward, whenever you choose to do so. But what's out of alignment right now, which has been for everybody, is community. There definitely needs to be lots of vetting for everybody collectively surrounding the people they surround themselves with, because there's a lot of people out here doing stuff that is just very questionable to their character. So really pay attention and be perceptive in those things, around those people. And most importantly, celebrate yourself. Give gratitude for yourself, for the small things, for the little wins. You're not celebrating yourself enough. Things come in for you and you're just like, okay, what's next? So it's important to be grateful for these things, for these blessings, for these prayers being answered. Your prayers, the things that you have been calling in, has very much been received by your ancestors. So expect offers to come in surrounding that. Whether that's abundance and a job offer coming in, whether that's a blessing and just a peace of mind and comfort and love and creating a space that is a sanctuary for yourself. All of those things. Um, hmm. But the ancestor of wisdom bone pointing to um, the need to release control and flow easier with life. They may have some tools for you to be in the state of ease, being in the state of comfort, being like, water, just flowing, just easy, and abundant. So let's pull the oracle. Not the oracle, the Lenormand. Sisters, what additional messages do you have for my pile threes? I think another pile got this card. Ooh, yes. First, I want to touch on this bear card. With this bear card, like I said, in this photo, what are they doing? Poking the bear. What did I say? Someone trying to lure you into a space where they're just trying to talk down on you or just being nasty in general. People may be doing this to get a reaction out of you. People may be doing this just to be disrespectful. And just because, this person or whoever, maybe it's just one person or a group of people don't respect you, does not mean you're not deserving of respect. Does not mean you're not deserving of basic human decency, basic kindness. So excuse me, sorry. Be mindful of these people and also set those boundaries. Say, no, I'm not dealing with this. Keep your cool, keep emotionally regulated. I'm not going to say curse anybody out or anything. But stand up for yourself in a way that does not put you in a position where you're giving your power away, or they're luring you right where they want you. So we have the Clover card reverse. So this is being mindful of, your money. Even though things are coming in, be mindful of your spending. You may need to do some protection work surrounding your finances, just so things are not coming out as fast as they is coming in, or some unexpected bills are not popping up. Just unnecessary things that we don't need. We want to keep our money in our pockets. We also have the Mountain card here. So there's lots of things that you need to overcome, but it's also about downsizing what needs to be gotten rid of. Like, don't make the goal so big in terms of releasing that you overwhelm yourself. Make sure the goal is essentially reachable at this point in time with the tools that you have for your liberation. And we have the Inquirer card. This is about you. It says, I call to remembrance my song in the night. In the night, I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. So this is Psalm 77, verse. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know if that's a 5, if I'm being very, very honest. So this is about communion with your higher self. This is about getting in balance with yourself physically and spiritually. This is about calling down your higher self to remind you of your purpose, to remind you of why you're here, to remind you of the power of your spirit, to remind you of these spiritual gifts so you can take them seriously, to give you the push that you need to really be in flux of this ascension, in this state of flow with your growth, and just kind of give you this sort of like air of confidence about you, so you're not worried about what's next or what do I do. Things are just working out for you. So bringing you this level of confidence that is just truly unmatched. So we have corn here. So this is about a harvest. This is about finances picking up and making sure that you're making steady progress financially. So this is consistent income, especially for those who have a business. This is consistency. This is you can predict, your revenue every month or so, or quarterly, or whatever the case may be. And for others, this is, consistently meeting that, your commission, getting a bonus, all of these things that bring in lots of abundance for you. So having a good harvest this season, but everything requires patience and diligence, of course. So let's post some final messages for my pile threes and their guidance. So we have Trinity. So this is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. You need, again, boundaries. This is developing a level of poise. We have lots of queens here. So we have the Queen of Cups as well. Developing this level of poise, and lots of maternal ancestors coming through with these queens. They want you to speak up more. They want you to have your boundaries. They want you to stop playing about yourself and your gifts, truly. Now we have the High Priestess in the back of the deck, reversed. So needing to connect back to your higher self and intuition, like I've already said. So just double confirmation on that. But let's get into these cards here. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I think this is just double confirmation. Because with the arrows, I don't know if you guys can see, with the arrows, this is crossroads. This is that being at a crossroads. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is about things feeling off for you right now. Feeling a bit off when it comes to striving forward. For some of you, when it comes to willpower and action, feeling like you're spiritually, like you have the spiritual strength to really just go 100 miles an hour. So it's important that you take your spiritual baths. You just stay spiritually clean so that you have the energy. So nobody else is speaking negatively over you and just putting you in a space where of depression, maybe. Because nobody's saying that, what they say may not hurt your feelings. Words definitely do hurt. Let's be very honest. So it's about, transmuting that, but also staying spiritually clean, because you don't know what people have on them, that they are just trying to make you a part of their misery party. We also have the Queen of Cups here reversed. So there's a lot of emotional unraveling that will come with the releasing of these people and these events. These messages may be surrounding people that are close to you, that you need to release, or the messages being carried down by the birds may have some truth to it that may not be harmful, but may be hard to swallow when it comes to your well-being, your livelihood, your boundaries that you need to set in order for you to reach this space of self-mastery, to reach this space of loving on yourself, to reach the space of having all that you need and feeling nourished, feeling nurtured. For some of you, this could be romance coming in after these things are clearing out. This could also be new set of community coming in, maybe a new friend, maybe one new friend coming in after this period of really like, this is kind of crazy, I don't want to deal with this type of vibe. Yes, so my pile ones, that is not my pile ones, my pile threes, I'm sorry. That's all I have for you. I will see you guys in the next video.